grandfather was a Villa fan. We've grown up in the Villa part of town in Sutton Coldfield all my life. All my mates are Villa fans, so it's kind of always going to happen. There's as many home games. I've got season tickets. I go virtually every other game at home, and I try and get to about 6 or 7 away games a year. So yeah, it's a big passion. Yeah, my father and brother are Birmingham City fans, so I've never actually been to Wembley to see Villa play. A few of my friends went to the FA Cup final in 2000, but yeah, I'm really excited to go to London and see my team play. I think as Villa teams I've seen, I've had a season ticket there for about 6 or 7 years now, I can't remember how many. But I think people only need to reflect back to the David O'Leary days. And you look at the squad we had, and it wasn't necessarily the best. But now we've got I think we've got the best defence in the league by far, statistically anyway. Really good keeper, Brad Guzan is quite good on his day as well. The midfield plays easily through plays with making the team. And Bonghall is pace up front, so I think they've really got a strong unit there as a starting 11, and also a few squad players are quite good as well. When I started really getting into Villa, it was when they got to the '94 final. I remember vaguely watching that on television, and Villa beating United, and then 2 years later watching them against Leeds. So yeah, it's always been a thing, and I think the League Cup as well is that the only thing in my memory anyway for Villa winning. So it's quite an important cup for certainly a few of us fans. But if you're going to win a trophy, you've got to be the best teams. And I think they've done well to get where they have. They had a relatively, compared to some of the other teams, they had an easy route into it, being the teams they played. But saying that, they got there, and with gigs out, and I still think Villa could have beaten them the other day if they didn't take their foot off the pedal. So I still think that Villa are in a very big shout. So, I mean, the other night against AC Milan, he was on fire. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that Richard Dunn and Queller or Collins, or whoever plays in the middle with him, could take care of him. They kept him quite quiet at Villa Park last week, so I'd like to think they did the same at Wembley. Not even on the field, the actual stadium itself is in a far better state than it was. It's always been a terrific stadium, but it's a lot neater now. And a lot of people I know, especially from down south, a lot of the guys who come to watch an away game there are always very talking about it's a great ground, isn't it, Villa Park? You've got the new training facilities there, and I think just the general interest in the club is built up. So I'd like to think we've got the whole of the country on our side, apart from Manchester and probably half of London as well. I'm sure James is envious of me being able to go to see Villa at Wembley. I mean, he was able to go to see Blues at the Millennium Stadium, but I don't think it's ever going to be quite as good as going to Wembley to see the team. But there's still a chance of the Villa Blues FA Cup game in the final one day maybe. So we'll have to see. But I think he's definitely jealous about me going as a Villa fan to go down there and not his team. But I'd rather him be jealous of me. Quite a lot. There's actually a few Villa fans in the cast list. There's a guy called Alfie, he plays Alfie. He plays Dean Thomas is a Villa fan. He's from London, but he's kind of supportive of Villa. Donald Gleeson, who's Brendan Gleeson's son, he's a Villa fan. And we actually went to the West Ham away game after filming one day. David Bradley's a big Villa fan. He's a season ticket holder. So, and a few of the crew guys are Villa fans as well. So we do get to talk about football a lot. And certainly a lot of the crew are always of London or other team persuasion, are very much saying to me, I hope the team do well.